Hey guys, how we doing? We're just gonna be hanging about on Minecraft and chatting today, I think. This is not gonna be really awkward about this one. Let me just get in my house. Actually, we're gonna hide icons too. We're gonna hang about in here. And put my shaders on and chill and chat because why on earth not, you know? Got my cool little room. I don't really know what this is. But yeah. We're here. Oh god, okay. I probably should have looked up a Google definition of this before going into it, but I know roughly what it entails because I fucking live it on my day-to-day life. Yippee! Let's get my shaders on. See? Looking cool in this room. I have the right skin on too. Okay. Trying to think of how the fuck to start this. Pretty much. Since, I want to say 2023? Late 2023? Hello, Macy. I randomly started feeling sick every single day. It would usually be for a couple hours at a time, and then I'd be fine again. But further into it, I slowly started getting worse, and I would feel sick and as if I was going to throw up almost 24 hours a day, which obviously greatly impacted my school life, as I was getting into year 10 in high school. I'm in Britain, so that is the year before you do your GCSEs, which are your big exams at the end of your high school life. I don't know why. Fucking ad. Wait. Snooze ad. We don't want ad. Okay, there we go. So that was like right before my GCSEs. And I had probably around 10 to 20 different blood tests for different things the entire way through 2024. And that was in the first couple of months of this. So we had a lot of blood tests. It was a lot of blood drawn. It was horrendous. I had so many different, like, doctor's appointments, trying to be referred to different places. I had to go up to the hospital a couple of times. I got admitted once in hospital because I got like a simple cold. But because of me feeling sick, I ended up not being able to eat. I couldn't drink anything. So I was severely dehydrated, and so I ended up being put in hospital for a few days. That was 2024, mid-2024. That was like right before GCSEs too. But late 2024, I'd say about November, I finally got referred to a place called the gastroenterologist. It is a place that is pretty much centered towards dealing with stomach issues. Through my entire time of talking to the doctors and everything, it was mostly just people being like, oh, it's mental, it's anxiety, it's stress. It was never anything physical in their minds, and they wouldn't give me any other reasons for it. It was always just, no, you're mentally ill. And that was the only answer they'd give me, but me and my mum are stubborn fucks, and we kept pushing to see different doctors and get more answers, because we just weren't getting any answers, like, whatsoever. This is very weird to talk about, actually. So, a little bit more context as well. I have the biggest fear of feeling sick and throwing up. So that partnered with a literal nausea disorder is not good. So when I start to feel sick, or I feel like I'm going to throw up, I immediately go into a panic. I come over in like a cold sweat. I go completely pale and cannot think rationally for the life of me. It's just, I don't want to be sick, panicking. which is a big reason as to why I'm struggling so much with school, because a big thing that helps me calm down is having my mum there. This stems off of me being really ill as a child. I was in hospital very young, non-stop throwing up, and mum reckons that it stems from that, because obviously you go through that as a young child, it's gonna be kind of stuck in your head that that's a possibility. So I am immensely have an immense fear of being sick or feeling sick. So I flat out refused to go to school Sundays. I would be there or I'd go home. I was tried on multiple different medication. I was tried on omeprazole, which is a tablet supposed to help with indigestion. That did nothing. Granted, it helped a little tiny bit, but not, like, massively. The second tablet they put me on, I can't remember the name of it, but it is an anti-sickness tablet. It was supposed to calm my stomach down and help me chill out, pretty much. All it did was make me incredibly tired, so I fell asleep halfway through an English lesson. And it then made me feel insanely sick, because what they failed to tell me is that with the specific tablets that they had given me, you're supposed to take 2. Whereas on the box it said to take 1. The reason you had to take 2 of those tablets was because you're supposed to take 1 to stop your stomach from feeling weird, and then another one to cancel out that tablet, pretty much, to make that one not make you feel sick. I never went back to those tablets. I only ever took 1, and it's now on my allergy list, because I will never be taking that again. Yeah, sleeping in Mr. P's class. I sat right at the front as well, so that didn't help. And then later that day, same day that I took that tablet, I had a music lesson. And in said music lesson, we had a fire drill. So, it's the same for every other school, I think. Should be. You have to line up outside, be counted in, all of this. But I was sat in my music class, and I got up and ran out because I didn't feel well. The toilets were right outside of our music classrooms. So I was in there, and then the fire alarm started going off, and I want to premise this, the fire alarms in our school were insanely loud, especially in small hallways, which the music classes were in a tiny hallway. So these echoed, like, bad. So, with that being insanely loud, me feeling sick, it overwhelmed me, and I felt even worse. The teachers wanted to send me home, but they couldn't until they had counted everyone through for the fire drill to make sure everybody was there. So that required me to stand in front of the entire school and trying not to be sick. So that has stemmed a whole new fear of fire alarms. I'm terrified of them. If I hear a fire alarm, I begin to panic. So that's something I'm going to have to discuss with my college. College last year. So I'm turning 18 this October. So I was technically supposed to start college this time last year. I did 2 weeks and I dropped out due to feeling too sick and becoming a cause for concern. Thank you, Macy. I missed my first day of college, September of last year. And immediately they flagged that up as a cause for concern. So within 2 weeks I'd missed 3 days. I think I had 4 days a week at college, so I missed a good portion of my college days already at that point. So I was spoken to by my, tutor, I think he was. And he said, we think it's best maybe that you drop out. Thank you, Cairo. Greatly appreciate that one. Yeah, they asked me to drop out. Said to come back this year and give it another go. Early this year, I think, maybe late last year, I can't remember. I finally saw the gastroenterologist, and I was put on a new kind of tablets. These are antidepressants. Thank you so much, Cairo. I really appreciate that, dude. I really, really appreciate that. Oh no, I'm smiling a bunch, goddamn. Yeah, W Cairo. I was put on antidepressants, specifically Metazapine, however the fuck you say that. They seem to be the only thing that helped. But the longer I've been on the tablets, the less they're starting to work. So last night, as an example, I had probably my worst flare-up in about 7 months, where I genuinely was convinced I was going to be sick. So that caused me to panic, and I didn't end up sleeping in my own room. I slept on the floor of my mother's room because pure panic and anxiety because of it. I ended up sleeping on the hard floor in my mother's room. That was not a great night's sleep. I'm very sleep deprived today. I've been meaning to do this stream for a while, but also I don't know how much I want to talk about this all that much, but you know, we're going to talk about it as much as I can. I was diagnosed with what is called functional dyspepsia. It is mental, but not completely. So anxiety plays a big part in me feeling sick, but it is not the main reason for it, which is not what the doctors were saying. They were just saying, you're a young girl, you're stressed, it's hormones, all that kind of thing. I've done a lot of research into this since being given that diagnosis. Pretty much it's linked to eating. So I can't eat a lot of food. I'm very restricted on my diet. And my diet isn't great. I won't lie. I don't eat the best things. I don't exactly eat very healthy. But in the worst of me having this chronic illness within the past 3 years, I literally only ever ate chips. I couldn't eat any other food without feeling sick. I couldn't even look at other food without feeling sick. It was incredibly bad. This was during my break between GCSEs and... So, my summer break, pretty much. We get a long summer break after your GCSEs. 13 weeks, I think it is. It was during that I just slowly got worse and worse. And then I went back to college and then was told that I pretty much have to drop out, otherwise they're going to kick me out. Which really, really upset me at the time. I remember going in to hand in my... Yeah. True. I remember handing in my ID card to my tutor and leaving crying my absolute eyes out. I was distraught. I was really, really looking forward to college. I thought this would be a new start for me. And I never got to do that, and it really, really upset me. Fuck's sake, ad. For those that aren't subbed, you can still, that can't see, I'm gonna wait. Those that are subbed, hey guys. Those that are subbed, yeah, are subbed. Hey, there we go, I got there. Fucking minute 30 ad break, dude. Please pause while we take a short fucking break. Yay, Cairo, no more ads. What? Okay. I'm gonna see myself out of that. Are we back? It says ad break ends in 25 seconds, so I'm gonna wait a minute. It stops me from crying anyway, because I got very close to crying just then. Eight, 9, 7, no. 8, 9, 7. Yeah, that's how you count. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Who's here? It's V. We love V. Hi, V. Oh, I did not mean to screenshot. Whoops. Is V just gonna... Yep, V's just gonna chill here now, I think. Pretty much, it was... I wanna come up out of my... Yeah, free... Jesus. Yeah, it went great. We move. V's here. V's just chilling. But yeah, being told that my choices were to drop out of college at my own will or be kicked out was incredibly difficult, because college was something I was really, really looking forward to. I was getting to go and do a course. I'm in my house, Macy. I was doing a course on social media. I'm going back to do it within the week, but a big part of me thinks it's going to be a repeat of last year. I do want to do college. I really, really do, because it's going to open up a whole bunch of new opportunities for me. But mentally, I just don't think I can do it. I kind of laugh about it. Oh yeah, I'm going to drop out of college, all this. I do that with my mates, but a big chunk of me is really struggling at the minute. My tablets are stopping working again, which is causing a lot of issues. Oh, okay, I'm good. My tablets aren't working as well anymore. I've moved my mic closer to myself because I know I'm quite quiet sometimes. And I'm struggling again. It used to be in the evenings, and only in the evenings, that I'd feel rough. But it's going back to all day, every day. I don't feel great right now, at all. And I know for a fact I'm going to struggle to sleep later, despite being absolutely shattered and sleep deprived from last night. I fell asleep around 3 a.m. last night, which is the latest I've stayed up in months. And I woke up at 6 a.m. V's got something to say. No cry. Thank you, V. Greatly appreciated. But I'm trying to stick through it. I've had one job. I was kindly offered a job by my cousin working in Papa John's when I was finally better and I lived a normal life, like a normal 17-year-old girl. I was able to leave the house for long periods of time, hang out with my friends. Thank you, Cairo. A good part of me feeling alright these past couple of weeks has been put down to you guys. I will say that. You make me laugh. You continue to make my days a lot better, and it keeps me distracted and reminds me that there are good people in the world, which is really, really nice to know. Who else is downstairs? There's Cairo. I just don't really know what to do at the minute, because my dad expects me to just be better. I think everyone does at the minute. But I'm not. I'm really struggling, and I think Mum's come to realise that now, finally, after last night. Yeah, I'm really trying. Fucking Cairo. I'm really trying, but it's a very difficult process. This is something that can't be cured at all. So this is something I'm gonna have to go through therapy to deal with. But I have to do it privately, which is very expensive, and in the nicest way possible. Me and my family aren't well off. We can't afford weekly therapy in private, because I did that for a while, and each session was like £100 for an hour session. And it's not good financially for us to continue doing that, so we're really struggling with figuring out what on earth I'm doing. I can have the odd therapy session, but that would mean once a month, which isn't going to help me. I really need weekly therapy to get through it. Especially with the woman that I'm with. Huge props to the woman I was seeing for therapy. She is she was and is amazing. She still checks up on me even now. It's great. I fucking love that woman. With college coming up very, very soon, I think that is a big part of, like, not feeling well again. Because pretty much the way my body works is my nerve endings are, like, shot, pretty much. I can feel every little thing my body does. Why is my brother typing? I can feel every little thing my body does. Such as, like, digesting anything, really. But my body interprets it as feeling sick. Not that I'm digesting anything, just that I'm feeling sick. Let's see what these two are saying. God's sake, listen. You're so awesome. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. And obviously it's natural to have anxiety surrounding college. But for me it's heightened. Thank you, V. I very much appreciate that. My anxiety is very heightened when it comes to college. I want to do it. And, well, I don't know. I didn't get the grades that I wanted for my GCSEs to get into the course that I wanted to do. I just wanted to do a social media course, and I'm now being forced to do a short film, games design, and social media, which is not what I want to do. I don't want to do games design or short films. I just want to do the social media aspect. So having to do a course that I don't want to because my grades suffered due to this really fucking sucks. I put my all into those exams. Use the brush. Oh god. But yeah, I didn't get the grades I wanted to get into the course that I wanted to do. And that was a good portion of it was because I was feeling sick. I walked out of several of my exams, and if I didn't walk out, I spent most of it crying or having a panic attack. The GCSEs were very difficult for me. Yeah, but it's good having them here. Fuck's sake, mate. The fucking Jet2 holiday, dude. I don't know what I'm doing going forward. Conveniently enough, my next gastro appointment is on the 15th of October, my birthday. I start college this coming Thursday, so, 3 days? Yeah, it's 3 days because that's the 4th of September, I know, yes, you too, Silksong, yeah, yippee. Yeah, 4th of September, I start back. I'm going in at 9:45, which isn't too early of a start, but if I have a flare-up the night before, I'm going to be up 90% of the night, which is going to cause some issues for me going in. And I can't miss my first day again. I don't particularly talk about this a lot with friends. I tell them that I'm not feeling well, but I've never fully discussed all of this with everyone here, because it's one of those things that's very difficult to explain. But to be honest with you guys, I am fucking terrified for college. Petrified. The thought of it makes me feel sick. Again, over and over. I felt sick last night because of it. I was laying in bed, I was absolutely fine. And I just started thinking about the fact that I have college. And it set me off immediately last night. I don't want to struggle this much. But there is nothing I can do about this. I am forever going to be stuck with this. And this could bring up many more issues in the future. If I'm older, if I want a family, this is very much passed down through genes and stuff. And I don't know if mentally I'd be able to have a kid knowing that there's that chance that they end up with the same thing as me. Because it really, really badly affected my, teenage life. I come out of high school with a big group of friends. I now only ever talk to one of them. That is it. Thank you, guys. V's just nodding. I didn't actually expect to just start crying during this, to be perfectly honest. I really didn't. Yeah, I just want to get better again. I went through weeks after getting all these tablets. It was like a godsend. I'd been eating a lot more. I could eat more food. I wasn't just restricted to one thing. And now we're slowly whittling down on what I can eat again. Example, I ate yesterday, I had this buttermilk chicken and waffles. I'm not going to go near that again because of last night, despite that being one of my favourite meals. That being a comfort meal. Yeah, I won't be eating that again for a couple months at least. As well, when I was incredibly ill. Hi, Macy. This is Scottish Macy's here now. Hi. We're having a bit of a deep talk today. What's it? When I was incredibly ill, so end of 2023 through the entirety of 2024, I went from, I think it was 14 stone down to 6.5 stone. Which, obviously, as you can tell, is a big drop in weight. That is the average weight for probably a 7-year-old girl, not a 17-year-old girl. So I was incredibly unhealthy. You could see my ribs, you could see every bone in my arm, my legs, everything. I was skin and bone. I was tiny. And I've put that weight back on now. But that's come with this whole other issues. I've always been quite insecure of the way I've looked. And after I lost a bunch of weight... Thank you, V. After I'd lost a bunch of weight, I felt a little bit of confidence in that. And after the tablets, I gained back all that weight, and part of me hates that. Thank you. That's something I'm still struggling with, is the fact that I have gone back up to... I'm still not as high as I was. I think I was at, wait, I'm at 8 stone now, which isn't great. It's still slightly underweight, but it's better than what it was. But still, part of me wants to lose that weight again, which is something I'm struggling with, but I don't want to fall back into that bad routine of not eating ever, and just feeling rubbish all of the time. I know. I don't know how college is gonna go. I really am gonna give it my all, but I do think I'll probably drop out again, which I'll be greatly disappointed in myself if I do. My dad and my dad's mum won't sugarcoat it by any means. They will express if they're disappointed in me, which sucks because they're kind of supposed to be my support system. When I spoke to my therapist, the best way that she explained everything was that I burnt out, pretty much. Is I put all of my energy into my exams, and the second I got out of school, I just kind of burnt out. That's the best way she explained it. It doesn't help that I had a shitty ex, as well. That fucked me up. There is a high chance he could be in the chat, in all honesty. I know he pops in every so often. I've seen him do it. He was a piece of shit. At the beginning, he supported me, but after a while, he just stopped caring. I'd tell him I feel sick, and he'd be like, oh, alright. Nothing to try and help. The only one of my IRL friends that stuck around was Jess, and I'm very appreciative of Jess, but Jess lives so far away that it's difficult to see her a lot. And then that's the same with you guys, you're all quite far out, so my support system is mainly online. Which is a big part of why I think I'm going to struggle in college. Because I'm not going to have all that time in the day to talk to everyone. We'll talk as much as we can, and I know that. But with people going to work and going back to college or going back to school, it's going to be a struggle for us to stay in contact, and you can't deny that. V just hit me with a fucking nutter. I'm just worried about college. I voiced to Mum last night that I'm worried about it. But I really am gonna try. Yeah, I know these lot are gonna stick around. I know it. And I love you all for it. I'll say that. You all are amazing. And I really appreciate it. Yeah, I know. You've already been here since 2020 and you're still around. Never got rid of you. It is a big struggle at the minute. With college coming up, I keep repeating myself, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm just worried, in all honesty. Yeah, but I was caught up on the work last year. Any work that was given out on the days I missed, I immediately caught up. I'd stay in, or I'd come in on a day that I wasn't scheduled in college, and I'd sit there and I'd do all the work and catch up. I'd speak to the tutors, I'd get anything I need, I would constantly keep up with it all. Kara's giving me a book. Is this still going on in chat? God damn it, Cairo. You're making me cry even more. Oh, God. What is going on in chat, dude? Am I supposed to be, like, listening to any of this? I probably am. I think he forgot what stream I'm doing today, but hey ho. Jesus. I'm, like, actually sobbing now. I will forever be keeping that book. Thank you, Cairo. Really appreciate you, dude. Who else is here? What? Oh, it was just V moving. I was gonna say that really baffled me. Giving me gold levels. Thank you, Cairo. Oh God. That was a... Oh God. Yeah, it's been a difficult couple of years. And I'm slowly getting better. There's obviously... Thank you, V. There's obviously times where I struggle, hence the last couple of days. And I think it's not going to get any better from here until I go to college. And I actually see that I am physically okay. A big portion of it is just having to prove that I can do it, pretty much. But until then, it's going to be difficult. And if I do have a flare-up while I'm down there, there's a high chance I'm not going to want to return. I'm going to give it my all. I really am. I'm going to try. But I can't guarantee that this is going to go well. Thank you, Cairo. It's good to know that I always have someone to speak to. Cheers for the depressing song, Spotify. Appreciate that one, man. I don't know. This next year is going to be difficult healing again. Yeah, I just need to see that it's going to be alright. But it really depends if we run into the same issues as last year, because last year we had too many people on my course. And it got split in a way that was really fucked. And I left because of not being put with any of my friends. And I'm now going in a year later than everybody else, starting a first year course with a ton of people I don't know, which is incredibly scary for me. I suck at making friends. These are the I just clicked with, but in person, that's going to be a whole different story. I don't know what else to say. It's just a lot of patience when it comes to me. I feel sick really, really easily. At least the people I know most right now kind of have the full picture now. Instead of me just disappearing in the evenings because I feel sick. They fully understand a bit more now. Which is good. The live is going to stay up on my YouTube. I'm going to leave that there. I don't know about Twitch, but it'll definitely be up on my YouTube. Does anyone have any questions or anything? I don't know. Probably call this the end if no one has questions about it. Just got a Discord notification. Yeah, give it a week. See how I do, and then I'll decide from there how I'm going forward, I reckon. What is V doing? I don't even know. My first official day is next Monday, but I technically start this Thursday because oh god. What, Cairo? Wait, you want this? My book. Oh, you're gonna make me cry again. From the problem child. Alright, I'll read it after stream. Oh. Oh my god. What? Yeah, V is the problem child. Oh, ads again. Oh, should have turned off ads for this one. This has been an emotional stream. It's very much been an emotional stream. Courage just chilling, V's just chilling. I've said it already, but I am going to give college my all. I'm going to really try. Those who are close to me will be given updates as to how it's going. I will let you guys know. Human emotions are confusing. I agree. I'm going to be crying for a good hour now, I know that much. Yeah. I really appreciate all of you guys. You've been great this whole stream, as well as off stream all of the time, just talking to me. It's been great. These two have just been making me laugh this whole time. It's great. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys a lot. I'm gonna raid out, I think, and just chill for the rest of the evening, figure out what the fuck I'm doing dinner-wise. short stream today, I know, and different from what I usually do. But after last night, a full 3-hour stream just wasn't gonna happen. So I'm gonna raid out and immediately dip. I'm gonna chill on the server and talk to some people. Let's find a random Minecraft person, someone streaming Minecraft. I'll send you over to this person. Yeah. Right, raid's starting. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming over and listening. I love you all. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys as soon as I can muster up the courage to stream again.